Hey guys, a mechanic video, yay! I'm still wrenching. Now this is a pretty interesting issue. This customer has a brand new, and I mean brand spanking new Ford Transit. This thing only has 433 miles on it, that's it. So brand new vehicle, customer's thinking, yeah, this ought to be a pretty reliable source of transportation from Indiana across the country. So she's driving along and the vehicle starts to overheat, and then it won't go over 40 miles per hour, and eventually it goes into a shutdown mode to protect the engine. Come to find out, if you've been a subscriber of mine, you've seen my video called Ford Missed a Hose Clamp. Well, they missed another one. Check it out. So when I first opened the hood, I found coolant all over underneath the hood. And I'm looking around for a leak, and I'm looking around the radiator, and I'm looking at these hoses, and then, oops, this hose was just sitting off here like this. And as you can see, the spring-loaded clamp wasn't even released. And when the engine got hot, built up pressure, eventually that hose worked its way off, blew off, and out went all the coolant. That's the second time I've seen a Transit with just an obvious mistake from the factory. I mean, how do you miss that? It's the second time on these Transits I've seen this. I mean, I'm a Ford guy, but man, I'm kind of ashamed by these things here. It's a little disappointing. But anyways, hopefully I'm going to be able to get the customer back on the road. The biggest problem is they don't have a vehicle this size for all of her belongings, and they can't fit it all in a minivan. She's only one driver, and this is the only vehicle they have here of this size. It's a full-size cargo van loaded with a bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna do my best to fix this and get it back on the road. Let's see if we can't make this happen. The other complication is I have no tools. Most of you know I'm not a technician anymore, but I still try to find good videos of wrenching. But I do have one. This lovely pocket tool that my girlfriend gave me. So, with this pocket tool, I'm going to attempt to slide the hose back onto the fitting and release the clamp and make sure it holds. There it goes, hot dog. And that thing really snapped too, so we know it's firm. And it's in place. Now, let's fill it up with coolant. We'll take it for a test drive, make sure it doesn't overheat. And now we'll start it up and purge as much of the air out as possible. And where did I put my key? And using the Solus Edge, I cleared the codes stored in the engine control module. It had 4 codes: engine oil over temperature, coolant over temperature, coolant performance, and a cylinder head temperature protection active code. So I've cleared them all, and just to make sure that everything is okay, I'll go drive it now, make sure it doesn't overheat, and make sure we're good to go. So I warmed the engine up to normal operating temperature. It built pressure, held pressure, got it all the way up to 220 degrees, and then the electronic cooling fans kicked on, brought the temperature down. Now it's that we know the cooling system is sealed up and holding pressure, it's time to go for a drive, and this customer will be back on the road. So 1 hour later, and a lot of sweating, as you can see. Good old St. Louis humid evenings here. The coolant hose is back on and in place, drove the vehicle. Everything worked out fine, no problems, no leaks, no overheating, and the customer is back on the road. Happy day for us. And a happy day for the customer with just a little minor inconvenience. So it feels good to be a technician again, even if it's just for one evening.